Hi everybody, today I want to do a glowy, bronzy, summery look. Something that's still natural but still has that kind of glamorous aspect to it as well. Using a couple of new products that I haven't had the chance to try yet and a couple of firm favourites. Please keep watching and I hope you enjoy learning how to create this look. So I'm going to start off with the U Beauty Super Smart Hydrator. This is absolutely gorgeous underneath makeup. You'll see it now when I put it on the skin. It's got such a lovely natural glow to it. I love it so much. Look at that. So plump, so hydrating. There are absolutely no rules with makeup, but I like to do eyes first and then work in kind of layers so that each layer has the chance to do what I want it to do. So I'm going to start off with the, I've been sent the VIEVE eye ones to try out and I'm absolutely loving them. They are everything that you need for a base in your makeup. I absolutely love using a shadow stick and my favourites used to be the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks, but they discontinue the colours so often that I'll fall in love with a colour and then you can't buy it anymore, which is really irritating. So I'm popping that all over the lid. Don't need to be neat with it, just to get your shape. Then I'm taking a VIEVE 227 brush. I'm going to buff out that edge, taking it quite high because again I want this to act as the base. And then when I get to the outer corner, I'm going up and out into like an elongated shape. So now we've got like a canvas that hasn't got a colour to it particularly, but it's going to balance out that natural colour in our eyelids and also act as a base when we put the product straight back on. So I'm going to take the excess off just by rubbing my brush in a towel, and I have fallen in love with these little E.L.F palettes. You get 4 in a packet for £4. They're literally incredible and I feel like you can't really get overwhelmed with what colour to put where because there's only 4 options. So I'm taking it on the outer third of my crease line and I'm just patting that terracotta shade in. And again, you can build this up as much as you want. I like to just apply a little bit and then get a clean, slightly longer, fluffier brush and buff that out. So just by adding it on the outer third, I'm just kind of lifting that up a little bit. For the bronze shade, I'm actually going to mix these 2 shades together. I absolutely love the bronze eye and I'm going to take it on my MAC 239 brush, but any sort of small flat paddle type brush is fine. And I'm going to spritz a little bit of Fix Plus just to really intensify the pigment. I just find the pigment so impressive for the price point, like £4 for a little quad, and that's what you get. Really great for travelling as well when we're able to. If you have a slightly hooded eye like me, you can bring your shimmer or your main colour up just ever so slightly. A little bit over the crease line means you get to see it a little bit more when you're looking straight ahead. And I'm going in with the other bronze shade here, this colour here, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of that on top in the centre of the lid just because I like mixing the 2 together. I've got a little bit of fallout on my cheeks, I'm just going to wipe that away. Then I'm taking the shade Hazelnut by VIEVE, which is another shadow stick. And what are they actually called? EYEWAND, sorry. This is the colour Hazelnut. It's like a really medium, rich, warmy brown. And I'm going to take this so about 2/3 of the way across my eyelid, making the outside edge slightly thicker. And I've got the Spectrum KJH 13 brush. I'm going to pull that colour out slightly These blend so beautifully, you kind of hardly have to do anything to them. Like so. Then I've got the shade Raven, which is just a very, very dark black, and a pencil brush. This is just an old MAC 219 brush. Have I got a better one than that? Okay, I think this one will be better actually. I've got the KJH 18 brush. Side note, these brushes are worth every single penny. They are so good. So I know that she's bringing out a smaller collection, smaller sets, sorry, or Spectrum are bringing out smaller sets of the KJH brushes. Highly recommend. There is something for everything. So I'm popping that on the brush rather than straight on directly onto the eye, because I want to create a little bit more of a softer, diffused, like depth. I'm going to look down into the mirror slightly and press the Raven up into my lash line, kind of in a similar place to where we just put the, what's the shade called? Where we put the hazelnut shade. Tiny, tiny bit. And then I'm going to go back over and just buff that. Kind of gently, because you don't want to move the bronze pigment around too much. You want the bronze pigment to mix in with the black so that it's not a harsh black, because we're not trying to create, you know, some sort of winged liner or anything. And then I'm going to take the brown shade from this E.L.F palette, back in with the buffing, the KJH 13 brush. I'm going to press over the top, slightly on the bronze, slightly on the black, just to kind of remove the black but keep the depth. I'm going to slightly buff that in, just to make sure. Everything comes together nicely. I'm using the Urban Decay Hydromaniac Tinted, what's it called? Tinted Glow Hydrator. I'm kind of in between two colours at the moment because I'm not tanned, but that's okay. Just going to do a couple of dots. I don't want a lot on my skin because I want to keep it really like light and more layered rather than a heavy base. This is the KJH 03 brush. Absolutely love this for foundation, tinted moisturiser, any sort of base cream product. I really, really enjoy it. That's kind of given us a real nice simple base, nothing too heavy. Then I'm going to take the Revolution Ultimate Radiant Concealer, and I'm going to pop this just on the areas where I want a little bit more coverage and where I'm going to layer more products up, so I want to keep it, I want to make sure that there is something for those products to kind of hold to. Then I've got this E.L.F beauty blender. I really like the shape of it. It's not too big, it kind of fits on your face really nicely, which sounds ridiculous. But sometimes when they're too big, I feel like you can't get in the corners and curves properly. Okay, this beauty blender is so nice. This is the first time I tried it. I just remember when I wet it, I thought, oh, this is a nice shape. Underneath my eyes, I'm taking this Nyx Color Corrector. It's quite old. I don't even think they do it anymore, which I guess isn't helpful. But I don't really want to buy a new under eye color corrector when the one I've got works perfectly fine. So any kind of orange color corrector will work if you have similar colouring to mine, both under your eyes and your skin colour. I'm actually going to go in with the Barry M All Nighter Concealer in the shade Cookie for my under eyes. I'm going to place a little bit on the inner corner and a little bit on the outer corner, and just work in those specific areas rather than pasting it all underneath my eyes. I've just got a clean blending brush with no product on. And I'm softening that line so that it's not harsh by going back over it to blend the two together. Brows, I'm using a bit of soap brows. I like to brush the soap through them first just to get them all coated. And then I go back against the direction of the hair growth. And then I'll start to manipulate the shape. I like mine to kind of go up at the start and then out. Once I've kind of got them in shape, I'll get the back of a brush just to press them down a little bit more firmly against my skin, just to help the hold. We love a fluffy brow. I'm going to take a bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just spritz that over in a layer. This is what I mean about letting layers of makeup do their thing. I don't ever like to finish one section until I'm right at the very end. I like makeup to sit in its own layer and do what I want it to do. Does that make sense? I've got some of the I've got some of the Charlotte Tilbury contour one. This is the shade Medium Deep, which should be too dark for me, but there's something about the tone of it that I really like, and I don't know, it kind of works. I'm going to use the Beauty Blender to press this in. I think any bronzer with a warmth to it, like a warm, ready undertone, always works really well because that replicates the kind of tan, sun-kissed look that you get when you're actually in the sun. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer just to go over, and I like to then take that in the same place, just a slightly wider surface area. Than where I placed the contour wand, because I do want this to be quite bronzy. Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara. How long have I had biscuit crumbs on my mouth for? I enjoy this mascara a lot. I'm just going to keep that on the top lashes for now. I've got the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Coral Cloud blusher. I'm very much loving this at the moment. It's a beautiful texture. I love the colour. For highlighter, I want to try the new, well, it's new to me. I bought the Danessa Myricks Dew Wet Balm in the shade Clear. I tried this on my hand the other day, and this is like something I have never tried before. Might just set my under eyes quickly. I'm going to take a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder just under my eyes. So it literally looks like there's no product even in the pan. Let me show you what it looks like. But I tried it on my hand the other day and it was unbelievable. So I'm just going to place it where I would normally place highlighter. Oh Lord, that is so nice. Okay, I can't cope with this. This is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. It's not even a highlighter, it's like a natural. Your skin is glowing. Oh my god, that is just stunning ass. I'm going to run a little bit of bronzer underneath my lash line. It's just going to help to bring everything up together. Oh my god, I'm not over this balm. Ugh. Don't ask me why I use a different mascara for my bottom lashes, but I just do. I'm going to pop a little bit. This is my favourite bottom lash mascara. It's MAC Extended Play. For lips, I'm going to use, I've got the VIEVE lip liner in the shade Bark and the Charlotte Tilbury Happy Kiss Happy Peach lip colour. Oh, that needs a sharpen. Oh, balls. I wouldn't normally do this. I would normally... Oh! Thick thighs save lives. I would normally do my lip product first and then my lip liner, but there's no rules. This is the Spectrum A12 brush, which is brilliant for kind of blurring out a liner. And I'm going to go over that lip line. And bring the colour slightly onto the lip as well. And then you don't have to do this, but I'm just going to take it onto the brush because glorious lip colour. To finish off, I'm going to use, this is one of my new favourite sprays, is the Goddess Glow Fixing Spray. Again, it's got no shimmer in it, but I just really like it, and it's got a lovely spritz to it. It smells so nice. And that is it. It's like a really natural but still kind of glamorous, bronzy, summery look, which when the sun wants to make an appearance, I'm sure will appreciate.